High blood pressure isn't just a number on a screen. It's one of the most dangerous, silent threats to heart health, especially for older adults. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, more than 71% of Americans aged 60 and older are living with high blood pressure. That means more than 7 out of every 10 people in this age group are affected. What's most concerning is that many don't notice any symptoms until serious complications happen like stroke, heart failure, or heart attack. So, what exactly is high blood pressure in older adults? How can we prevent it? What should we do if we already have it? And which foods help and which ones should we avoid? Stay with us until the end of this video to find clear answers to all these important questions and to learn how to care for your heart with confidence. What is high blood pressure in older adults? High blood pressure, also known as hypertension, is a common health condition that occurs when the pressure of blood on the blood vessels is higher than normal for a long time. Their heart is responsible for pumping blood to nourish the entire body. When blood pressure is too high, the heart has to work harder. The blood vessels are also stretched, leading to damage. According to the American Heart Association, AHA, a person is considered to have high blood pressure when the blood pressure index is 130/80 mmHg or higher on many different measurements, not just once. However, in the elderly, the doctor can flexibly assess based on overall health, underlying diseases, and ability to respond to treatment. Adjusting high blood pressure to become dangerous is, it often has no obvious symptoms. Many elderly people live with high pressure for many years without knowing it. But silently, this disease is increasing the risk of hypertension, myocardial infarction, heart failure, kidney failure, total anterior vascular injury, affecting vision. That is why high blood pressure is also called the silent killer. After 60, one of the important changes is that blood vessels will gradually lose elasticity. The walls of the vessels that are normally soft and elastic to regulate blood pressure now become harder and thicker, making blood circulation more difficult. As a result, the time it takes to contract more strongly to push blood out, creating greater pressure on the walls of the main vessels, which is high pressure. Not only that, the elderly often suffer from other diseases such as diabetes, dyslipidemia, kidney failure, etc. These conditions further damage blood vessels, making blood pressure more likely to rise. In addition, some people have a sedentary lifestyle, an unhealthy diet, high in salt, low in vegetables, fast food, or frequent prolonged stress, which are also factors that promote the development of high blood pressure over time. In other words, the older you get, the more your blood vessels age, and if not properly cared for, blood pressure can easily escalate without the patient knowing. Prevention is always better than cure. Here are 7 simple ways to help lower your risk of high blood pressure. 1. Eat a heart-healthy diet. Cut back on salt. Use natural herbs, garlic, and onions instead of salty seasonings. Eat more green vegetables, fresh fruits, and whole grains. Avoid fried foods, animal fats, and added sugar. 2. Maintain a healthy weight. Being overweight increases the strain on your heart and blood vessels. Losing just 5 to 10% of your weight can help lower your blood pressure significantly. 3. Stay physically active. You don't need intense workouts. A 20 to 30-minute walk, gentle yoga, or light gardening every day can improve circulation and keep your blood pressure steady. What matters most is doing it regularly. 4. Manage stress and emotions. Long-term stress raises blood pressure. Try to sleep well, meditate, listen to calming music, or talk to someone you trust to relieve emotional tension. 5. Drink enough water daily. Even mild dehydration can cause your blood vessels to tighten. Seniors should drink 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day, including plain water, light tea, or water-rich fruits like cucumbers and oranges. 6. Monitor your blood pressure regularly. Check your blood pressure once a week at home and note the results. Visit your doctor every 3 to 6 months to stay on track and adjust medications if needed. 7. Limit alcohol and quit smoking. Both alcohol and tobacco damage blood vessels and can raise blood pressure. Cutting down or quitting entirely is one of the best choices for heart health. But if you don't have time to watch this video to know how to prevent it, if you have been diagnosed with high blood pressure, it's okay. It's not too big of a problem if you know how. This is not a disease that only requires taking medicine but also understanding your condition and persistently treating it for a long time. High blood pressure cannot be cured completely like a cold. It needs to be controlled regularly every day to avoid complications. Therefore, taking medicine on time in the right dose, as prescribed by your doctor, is a vital factor. In particular, you should not stop taking medicine on your own when you see your blood pressure return to normal, because that is only a temporary result of the treatment process. Besides medicine, changing your lifestyle plays an equally important role. Start by eating more moderately. Reduce your daily salt intake, limit fried foods, prepackaged foods, increase green vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. If possible, eat less blandly every week so that your taste buds can adapt slowly. Stay away from alcohol and stimulants, as they can cause blood pressure to spike unexpectedly. Age-appropriate physical exercise is also key. Take a light walk every morning, do Tai Chi, yoga, or simply gardening. All are good for the heart and help stabilize blood pressure. But remember, exercise in moderation, not too much. And don't forget to take time to rest. Get enough 7-8 hours of sleep each night, because poor quality sleep also affects blood pressure. In addition, keeping your mind relaxed and avoiding stress is something that many people forget. Prolonged stress not only increases blood pressure, but also affects overall cardiovascular health. You can try meditating, listening to soft music, or simply sitting still and drinking a cup of tea in the afternoon. These little things, if maintained every day, can help the heart feel lighter. Finally, measure your blood pressure at home regularly. A simple electronic meter can help you monitor your condition without having to wait for the hospital. Record the results in a notebook so that when you go for a follow-up visit, your doctor has enough information to adjust your medication if necessary. High blood pressure is not the end of old age. On the contrary, if you take care of it properly, you can still live a healthy, happy life and enjoy every day with your family and loved ones. Every meal you choose can be a natural medicine for your body. Let's go through 8 types of heart-healthy foods that cardiologists often recommend to help prevent and manage high blood pressure. 1. Dark leafy greens like spinach, kale are rich in potassium, magnesium, and fiber, nutrients that help relax blood vessels and regulate blood pressure. According to the American Heart Association, AHA, adding leafy greens to your daily meals is a simple yet effective way to support healthy blood pressure. 2. Fresh fruits, especially bananas, oranges, grapefruits, and berries, are loaded with potassium, vitamin C, and antioxidants. Research from the DASH diet, Dietary Approaches to Stop Hypertension, developed by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, NHLBI, shows that eating 4 to 5 servings of fruit per day can significantly lower blood pressure. 3. Whole grains such as oats, brown rice, and whole grain bread contain soluble fiber that helps reduce bad cholesterol, a risk factor for hypertension. Dr. Dariush Mozaffarian, a heart nutrition expert at Tufts University, says eating whole, minimally processed foods is the foundation of a healthy heart. 4. Low-fat milk or soy milk provides calcium and magnesium, which help keep blood vessels flexible and support a steady heartbeat. Harvard Health Publishing also recommends including low-fat dairy as part of breakfast or a healthy snack. 5. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation, improve artery elasticity, and lower the risk of stroke. Dr. Lawrence Appel of Johns Hopkins University, co-author of the DASH diet, emphasizes, with proper nutrition, we may not need as much medication. 6. Unsalted nuts and seeds like walnuts, almonds, and chia seeds are packed with healthy fats and potassium. A small handful a day can help manage blood pressure without adding extra weight. 7. Tomatoes and carrots are rich in lycopene, beta-carotene, and vitamins A and C, all of which support blood vessel health and help lower blood pressure naturally when consumed regularly. 8. Beans and legumes like black beans, lentils, and kidney beans are excellent plant-based protein sources, rich in fiber and magnesium. These are ideal for older adults looking to reduce red meat while maintaining balanced nutrition. While it's important to include beneficial foods, it's equally important to limit or avoid those that can raise blood pressure or lead to dangerous complications. Here are 6 groups of foods you should watch out for. 1. Salt and high-sodium foods. Salt is often called the silent enemy of blood pressure. Processed foods like instant noodles, sausages, pickles, and canned goods are high in sodium. The World Health Organization, WHO, recommends keeping salt intake below 5 grams per day. Try using herbs like garlic, ginger, and scallions for flavor instead of excess salt or sauces. 2. Fried and greasy foods. Fried chicken, French fries, and donuts contain saturated and trans fats, which harden arteries and raise blood pressure. AHA nutritionists warn that regular consumption of fried foods reduces blood vessel flexibility, making the heart work harder. 3. Red and processed meats. Foods like beef, lamb, bacon, and deli meats are high in saturated fats and sodium. These can raise cholesterol and narrow arteries, increasing blood pressure risk. Consider replacing them with lean poultry or fish. 4. Sugary foods and refined sugars. Sweets, sodas, and syrups can spike blood sugar, contribute to weight gain, and increase blood pressure. High insulin levels also tighten blood vessels. Opt for fresh fruits or natural sweeteners like stevia. 5. Alcoholic drinks. Even just 1 or 2 small glasses regularly can gradually raise blood pressure. A Harvard study found that people who drink more than 2 alcoholic beverages a day are 50% more likely to develop hypertension. It's best to avoid alcohol or limit it to 1 small glass per week. 6. Strong coffee and energy drinks. Caffeine can overstimulate the nervous system, making the heart beat faster and increasing blood pressure, especially in seniors with heart conditions. Choose herbal teas or warm water with ginger instead for a gentler energy boost. Thus, a proper diet is not only the key to stabilizing blood pressure, but also a sustainable, protective barrier for the cardiovascular system for the elderly. Familiar daily dishes from a bowl of green vegetable soup to a glass of milk in the morning can all contribute to keeping blood pressure stable if you choose the right one. On the contrary, just a little bit of subjectivity in the portion of salt, fat, or a small glass of wine after dinner over time can create unexpected consequences. So start with simple things. Reduce processed foods, season less, choose fresh dishes, and cook at home. Your blood pressure will not change immediately, but each day, each meal will gradually help your heart become healthier and more peaceful. Start in your own kitchen. Blood pressure isn't only affected by medication or diet, it's also shaped by the small daily habits we repeat over and over. According to Mayo Clinic, maintaining a healthy lifestyle can help older adults manage high blood pressure effectively without relying too heavily on medication. Here are 6 healthy habits older adults should maintain to help manage blood pressure effectively. 1. Stay physically active every day. Light movements like walking, gentle yoga, or gardening can boost circulation and ease pressure on blood vessels. According to the American Heart Association, AHA, older adults should aim for at least 30 minutes of activity a day, 5 days a week. 2. Go to bed on time and get enough sleep. Harvard Health notes that lack of sleep increases stress hormones like cortisol, which can cause blood vessels to constrict and raise blood pressure. Try to sleep before 10 p.m., get 7 to 8 hours each night, and avoid screens after 9 p.m. 3. Drink enough water throughout the day. Even mild dehydration can make your heart work harder and raise blood pressure. Aim for 1.5 to 2 liters of water daily, even if you don't feel thirsty. You can also drink herbal tea, light broth, or eat water-rich fruits like watermelon and oranges. 4. Eat on schedule and don't skip meals. Skipping meals can lower blood sugar and trigger the release of adrenaline, which makes your heart beat faster and can spike blood pressure. Breakfast should never be skipped and should include healthy, balanced foods. 5. Manage stress and keep a calm mind. Dr. Walter Willett from Harvard recommends reducing stress to support both heart rhythm and blood pressure. Meditation, deep breathing, soft music, or nature walks can all help relax the body and mind. 6. Stay socially connected and emotionally positive. Research from Harvard shows that loneliness and depression raise the risk of high blood pressure. Try to engage in regular conversations, join classes or clubs, or simply greet others at the park. It all makes a difference. And here are 4 habits older adults should avoid to keep blood pressure in check. 1. Eating too much salt. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, consuming more than 5 grams of salt per day can cause water retention and increase pressure on blood vessels. Limit salty foods, canned goods, and processed sauces. Instead, Use fresh herbs like garlic, scallions, or ginger to add flavor without raising your blood pressure. 2. Smoking and drinking alcohol regularly. Both damage blood vessels and can trigger sudden spikes in blood pressure. Quitting smoking and cutting down on alcohol are two of the simplest yet most effective ways to protect your heart. 3. Staying up late and not getting enough sleep. Irregular sleep patterns can disrupt your body's internal clock and negatively impact both heart rhythm and blood pressure. Reducing exposure to blue light from screens in the evening can also help improve sleep quality. 4. Bottling up stress and emotions. Ongoing worry, sadness, or anger can raise levels of cortisol and adrenaline, two hormones that narrow blood vessels and increase heart rate. Older adults should learn to share their feelings and find healthy ways to relax each day, whether that's meditation, journaling, or spending time with loved ones. At this stage in life, you don't need to change everything overnight. Sometimes, all it takes is one small step: a good night's sleep, a lighter meal, a short morning walk in the sun, to help bring your blood pressure back into balance and your heart into a peaceful rhythm. Start today. Taking care of yourself isn't a luxury. It's a gift you truly deserve after a lifetime of caring for others. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love, because keeping your blood pressure steady means enjoying your golden years with more ease, more joy, and better health. Thank you for watching until the very end. We'll see you in the next video, where we continue this journey together. Living well, living happy, and living long.